Hey guys, it's the Melee 5. So, I finished Let's Play Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, and I mainly did that as a way of commemorating Mega Man 11 coming out soon. And as this video should be getting uploaded the day before the game comes out, of course I'm recording it beforehand, I thought as a fun little extra thing is that I could play through the demo of the game. You know, just as, you know, like a little thing to see how kind of I play with it and all that. And that sounds very wrong when you remove it from the context of me playing a game. Of course, this is not my first time playing through the demo. The first time I played through it, it kicked my ass over and over again, but I think I've got a hang of the stage right now. So again, not really expecting this video to get many views, but, you know, I'd never really expect that in general of any of the gameplay videos, so let's just do this. Of course, the only option is New Game, and you cannot choose Superhero Mode for some reason, but I'm just going to stick with Normal. I am not going to go through the double gear tutorial, or the double gear technique tutorial. I like how they give you like a little playing area, though, so you can sort of play around with it, and I like how they do that with the Robot Master weapons as well. Before this demo, we can only fight one Robot Master, and it's probably going to be the first Robot Master I go after in the full game anyway, because I've gotten the hang of how to fight him. Blockman! Skipping from like 45 or 6 in Mega Man 6 and just going straight to 81! It's Blockman! I notice this stage is full of these enemies that for some reason I cannot hit them anymore right now. They go down like one regular shot, and the main gimmick of the stage is that we got these falling platforms. We also got these enemies, they only have one exposed part. The only really way to kill them is that you can use the Scramble Thunder, Fuse Man's weapon, and there's also the Pile Driver, Impact Man's weapon that they give you in this stage. But the main way is just to use the speed gear. You also got these Skull Hammer enemies. They create a platform on themselves after they slam their hammer down. They have a lot of health, but at least Rush Coil is assigned to one single button, which is actually a change that I really like. But using the gears right now when I need to really kill this guy fast. Thank you, before I overheat and all that. I find a lot more use for the speared gear, though, at least when it comes to this stage, than I really do for the power gear, though. Also, I seem to have this weird thing with the power gear where, okay, that's fine. Other times I try using the power gear, it doesn't do the charge up for some reason. I find that weird. Maybe it's because of something I'm doing. I don't know. We also got those enemies that sort of appear just instantly from the background fire you. They also go down in one shot as well. And then got these block structures that you can just instantly destroy all in one go with one charge shot. And then one addition to this game that I really like is that if you hit a shielded enemy with a charge shot, although you couldn't see that there, it will actually get stunned for a bit. So if I was to hit that Met's helmet with a charge shot, it'll get stunned for a bit and leave it open for me to easily take care of it, which I like a lot. And I was really hoping to take care of him in like that one shot and all that. I'm gonna generally try and more so just use the regular Mega Buster for this, just again as more practice for myself for the full game and trying to take on Blockman first. But you know, I mean, the bolts don't do anything, obviously, since there's no shop available in the demo. But I still like to get them just for practice. This is all practice for me when the full game comes out. Alright, I remember. This is where the mini-boss comes into play. This thing. It's invincible when it's spinning around. Use the spear gear to easily avoid its falling segments, and then you can just kind of deal with it from there. And I gotta react. Right here. Sometimes there's a tiny little gap that you can go through. Then when it's on the ground here, you can sort of do that. Okay. Then let's charge up the power gear. And that did not kill it. That actually surprises me. Come on. There you go. I overheated there, so I obviously can't use either of the gears for a little bit. And there's the checkpoint. I like how they got the little icon there to signify that you've reached the checkpoint. There's some health there in case you take damage, and I feel like I'm just doing a regular LP anyway for a game that's not even out yet at the time I'm recording this, but whatever. And then... oh, shit. Die faster, please. And then overheated again, god damn it. Alright then, there's another section that I can use Rush Core on if need be. I don't really feel like I need to use it though. Obviously we've got the conveyor belts combined with the blocks. If they land on you, you do not die from being crushed, you just get... you get hurt a little bit, and then we got this instant death section. I've had times where I got kind of screwed over by this only because for some reason, things like that. And then, there, for some reason, times when Mega Man does not slide for some reason. I don't know why. Go. Jesus Christ. See, that's precisely what I mean. I play through this, and then, like, Mega Man does not slide, and it gets me stuck. And then I have to keep constantly doing this over and over again. Come on! There, I'm gonna get stuck in this instant loop forever now, because if you keep taking too long, you just gotta go through more of these things. There. Jesus, now let me get through this one. Oh my god! Please, let me go! That is the worst I've ever had to do with that section, because sometimes the slide is being a little bit finicky. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong, or if it's maybe like, again, it says, final gameplay experience may differ. That's a possibility. Alright, this bit. This bit's a bit tricky. You got one of these guys, and you gotta kind of move fast, otherwise it will just respawn anyway, and you gotta just repeat the process. Alright, I remember this bit. There's a bit similar to this later on in the stage that actually quite annoys me. It's probably my most frustrating moment of this whole stage, but ignoring that for right now, I remember this bit being a bit annoying. There's the stun thing going in there because you got an enemy that appears like right on top of the ladder, and you can't really react to it, though, in time. And then I know that block's gonna come down, so move on. And we spent so long in that temple that it's now sunset. I really like all the background little details here, which you kind of see more of later on. Like, I know, obviously, Blockman's boss room, he has, like, this sort of, like Aztec sort of, like, mural on the wall that depicts, like, him and, like, all the enemies in the stage in a very, like, Aztecian style, which is quite cool. Alright. Yeah, you like to use the spear gear for this. The spear gear, yeah, of course. The speed gear to destroy both of those things on the way down. I remember this was, like, my first death in the demo because I thought I was not going to make that jump, so I kept moving and just walked off the edge. This time I'm gonna fight the mini-boss, but on a conveyor belt, which makes it more obnoxious. And that's my first time getting hit by the thing. Is that my first time getting hit in general? That's actually quite impressive for me. Alright then, I gotta make sure I keep moving away, otherwise I'm gonna keep getting hurt anyway. Okay. Okay. And... God damn it. No! There, huh. That was close. Alright then. You get some health here and a life, but you want to use the spear gear because we've got a new enemy, Evil Eddie! He appears with items on his head and he'll try to run away with them. If he gets too far, he will jump off the stage and you cannot get it. Getting that life is very, very good. Because I remember I died a lot specifically to Blockman as well, and it really frustrated me because I had to go for the entire stage, obviously, again. There. And then, just gotta time your movements through here just right so you don't get hit by those guys. And I think this is where the energy tank comes up very soon, because I know there is an energy tank in this level, which is also very helpful to get for when you're taking on Blockman. But we got this again. So hopefully I can get through this one much faster than the other one. And, right, there's another one, and I remember sucking at this one. You gotta go through there. Slide, Mega Man! Don't jump! There. There's the energy tank. I remember you can get this with Rush Coil or Pile Driver. There's the energy tank. Also, I'm assuming this is supposed to be... Maybe it helps with your gear meter, maybe? I don't actually know, but anyway, this is the part I was talking about before that frustrates me. You gotta do this quite annoying jumping section on these two blocks, and I have, like, really bad timing with it, and I often fall down and get stuck, or even worse, into the bottomless pit and dying. But get on here. Then, gotta try and... There! First try this time. I've seen people able to do that with, like, Rush Coil, but shit! Now I gotta do it all over again. Just, I gotta make sure I time my placement. Just... Assholes! There. Alright then. Move back where I'm supposed to go. It shouldn't really be that much of an issue. From here! There we go. Okay. Pretty sure this is close to the end of the stage. Of course, obviously, stages in Mega Man 11 are longer than what you usually see! And then they be like assholes and just sort of like fly away from you. There, die. Oh, thank you for dropping the big health. Just wait. This is generally like a lot of platforms that have sort of these kind of hazards in them. I just wait till it's absolutely safe before going across. Alright then. And just double checking. Then just use spear gear, you'll just be safe. Again, spear gear, of course! The new Metal Gear, Spear Gear. And then destroy... Oh, come on, really? Alright then, I remember this bit's a bit weird because I know there's another Evil Eddie here, but it's placed in a bit of a weird spot when you're trying to obviously get the health that it gives you. Come on. There, okay. Get through. And then destroy these blocks. Then that's the Evil Eddie up there, so I probably did it too early though, really. Whoop! Oh, just barely miss. Oh. Well, anyway, we are right in front of Blockman. I might do my typical thing of, because I prefer to fight him at full HP and then just use the energy tank if I have trouble on him, because I still do have a bit of trouble on him when he goes into obviously his giant form that you're seeing in the trailers. I'm just gonna wait for obviously my Spear Gear to go. I keep saying Spear Gear, Speed Gear to go down because I get quite a lot of use out of it in the fight, and unfortunately, they got rid of the staying him in there through the doors thing.
I'll drop you like a ton of bricks.
The beginning of the... Wow, that was a great start. Beginning of the fight is pretty simple, because Blockman just jumps around and then he drops these blocks that have easy gaps to sort of avoid through. And I did that too soon. Great, of course, it's the recording curse. I'm sucking at Blockman. And then eventually... Yes, this is where he's going to turn gigantic. He gets a new health bar and his attacks do like a ton of damage. This is the main attack that leads to the death of me. It's just that. I like to use the Spear Gear. I can never speak anymore! The Speed Gear to deal with that! Again, Power Gear is actually quite good for making this bit go faster. Okay, I'll be honest here. I kept trying, and I got a game over because of some very embarrassing deaths. I was gonna try and be sneaky and edit it to make it look like I did it on the second attempt. But I had something very random happen to me, and I have to explain it. In this game, when enemies die, there's a very rare chance that they'll drop this item that just randomly shifts between other items. And I got a second energy tank from that! And I'm at full HP going into this for the first time, so maybe I could do it this time!
What are you doing here? You're a few bricks short of a load!
Let's see if I can avoid his jumps better this time, though. Trust me, all the other deaths I had to Blockman were really embarrassing. I really did not want to show them because they were really dumb. Like, I was doing better at the first part here, but, like, when... well, that wasn't good, but I mean, like, when, like, he was, like, jumping over to transform and all that. I got hit during that, when he just jumps over there. Fortunately, when he's... I actually find him easier to fight when he's over this side of the room, actually, because he does... well, he does seem to give you a little extra room. I don't know if that's just my mind playing tricks on me, if that actually is the case, but yeah. Ooh! I hate when he does that hand slamming move, because if he does it, like, when you're right next to the wall, it's, like, really hard to dodge the damn thing. Probably gonna have to use one of my energy tanks right here. There you go. Power Gear does make this go a little bit faster if you manage to hit him with it, is the thing. Okay, yeah, like that. He does have very little left to go. And again, how did I dodge that? Alright then. I've seen that if you use Power Gear at this part, he dies instantly. That's how you freaking do it! I only need to use one energy tank, so I technically did that properly. At that part, he just constantly throws bricks at you. You can even use things like Scramble Thunder, just completely get through that and kill him. That's kind of what I did on my first time beating him in the demo. Still, I can't believe I freaking got a game over to him for the stupidest things. You got a new weapon, Block Dropper. You can only really try it out here, but again, I like how they let you actually test around with the weapon first, so you can kind of get used to how it works and all that. The Power Gear version lets you drop a ton of them, and I love how, like, the Power Gear gives you, like, stronger versions of the weapons, like the charged weapons in the X games, which I always thought was a cool idea there, and I kind of like how they're sort of bringing that into the classic series right now. Maybe this is how the two series are connected. You never know! You'll just have to find out in the full game. Well, we have 7 other robot masters to deal with who have all been revealed now, and that's supposed, I guess, kind of leak from E3 that said all their names were correct because they were all right. So obviously we've also got Fuse Man, what was the Fuse Man, Blast Man, Torch Man, Bounce Man, Tundra Man, and Acid Man. I believe that was the order that... Alright, Impact Man as well. I forgot about Impact Man, even though he's like my favorite one that I've seen so far because of his personality. Maximum Impact! Yeah, I think all of the Robot Masters actually look pretty cool from like their designs, and their weapons actually all look really good. Like, I think this game could potentially rival 9 for having the best weapon selection out of all the classic games. But of course, again, we're gonna have to wait for the full game to go through that, which of course I will probably be playing when it comes out, which should be, again, tomorrow at the time of this video. So, you know, just a random video I decided to do for a bit of fun, even though I had a lot of pain going through doing this. You better appreciate it! No, I'm joking. And once again, I do not really have a fitting way to end this off because this isn't a Let's Play. So, should I just use the old Joseph clip again?
Son of a bitch!